Hello and welcome back to Strawman Gaming, where we are doing the Dark Souls 2 thing that anyone... Oh, it's just a train wreck. Welcome back to Dark Souls 2, a game that anyone can play, and anyone can have a horrible time against this stupid boss. I am the Strawman, this is just a disaster, but, you know, as they always say in the industry, the worse the intro, the better the gameplay. So that means this gameplay is going to be top tier, above S tier. For Japanese rankings. I guess above A tier for everywhere else. But still, we're trying again with King Vendrick. Because all we got to within one hit, and then I just got greedy or stupid. I don't really understand what happened. The broad strokes is he hit me more times than I had health to resist. You know, that's the broad strokes of the whole game. But, yes, that happened. So let's do it again. We're not low on Estus flasks, that's not why we're dying. One, two, and begin orbit. There we go. One, two. Give him space. Don't want it on the walls. Huh. I thought his tracking was usually worse than that. Okay. Back at it again. This will be very familiar from the end of the last episode. But for you that was 24 hours ago. For me that was as long as it takes to start a new audio capture. Never do what I did there. So we're back with the sparkling commentary. Oh, I've just seen the top of his left thigh. It just looks like just the worst piece of meat. So I'd like to give him some space. That is a very long sword. I swear it... No, it's actually just huge. I was going to say, it feels like it gets longer on the swing. Like maybe part of the animation is it extends by like a third of its length. Because they do stuff like that. Like, if you look at games that have really great animation like Cuphead, some of the intermittent frames are just like ridiculous and physically impossible. Or, yep, I'd be upset that that missed me as well. Is it Jack and Dexter? Jackson Daxter? I should really know the name of that game. So that 2-hit seems to have a really weird hitbox. Oh, mistakes were made. There it is. I thought he wasn't going to be that aggressive, but he was. Because in my head it's Jack and Dexter. But that doesn't sound right. Like, I can't... This will sound weird, I can't see that. You know, like I can't see the box art and see that being right. But anyway, the game I'm talking about, like some of the animations in the recently re-released version of that are incredible. Like they're just ridiculous, impossible distortions, but they make it look really good. And I wonder if he's got similar things of this sort. I mean, these are all excuses, because I keep getting hit by an attack that's easily dodgeable. But, you know, I've got to pass the time somehow, and blaming someone else for my problems is kind of, you know, a very British thing to do. In all walks of Britishness, you know, Scotland, they want their independence. Britain, it wants its independence, you know. Turning that, you know, lens inwards is a painful thing to do, so let's not do it, and let's just blame the game. His animations are broken, his hitboxes are broken, my rolls don't register properly, you know, a million and one problems that aren't directly... What? 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 What was that? Right, that has me thoroughly tilted. So let's get back to like first principles. Left hip. 1, 2. back on that left hip. Second hit. 2. Wait for him to attack. Get some distance. So close. And then... Okay. I don't know how much health this guy has, but it's too much, because we're doing, what, 500-ish hits damage per 2-hit combo. And it's taking off, like, a couple of percentage points of his health. Okay, I think I've moved on from him ripping off a piece of himself and throwing it at me. And we're just back into the usual routine now. Straight back into the routine, oh my word. But what are the bosses I really struggled with? I struggled with the Ruin Sentinels initially, until I leveled up and came back and then wrecked them. The Smelter Demon was hard until he wasn't, and that's, this is just such a test of endurance and just not making silly mistakes. It's hard, man. Well, the thing is, it's not hard. It's very easy. It's just, it's easy for a long time. And little mistakes and fatigue can creep in. Like, I can feel my brain getting weary. And he's so slow, as people watching this, you at home, you're like, why isn't he avoiding that attack? It's so slow. It takes like 30 frames, before it, 30 frames of I was going to say telestration, but that's not right. 30 frames of telegraphing before he starts the swing. Then he starts the swing and it's super slow. I'm like, yeah, I'm well aware of all this, believe me. Right, don't throw nothing at me, alright? Yeah, do your jump, that's fine. You can handle the jump. You can handle that. Bring him back to the middle. Problem is... uh-oh. Yep, that was sketch. Keep orbiting. I think he's the only boss in the game that's non-aggressive. Well, actually, there's the Ancient Dragon. Stupid. Orbited the wrong way. I continue to do so. Skin and my teeth. Back. Okay, come out to here. Come out to here. Yeah. One hit. One hit was too many. I keep thinking, I can take a little risk. I just need to not. Two-hit combo on the single smash is fine. It's bad risks. Okay. Let's get myself recentered. Rolling with the direction of the swing is so stupid. Because it just means you have more time where your collision box is in range of his, I was going to say attack box, but of his weapons collision box. Whereas if you go opposite the direction of travel, that time's cut in half rather than being doubled. Okay, past halfway. Place we've been many times before and completely shat the bed. So I don't like that you're at the edge. So go into the middle for a bit. I thought that was your 3-hit combo. Shows what I know. 2-hitter. And again. 2-hitter. And again. 1-hitter, and then regain stamina frantically. Okay. Did he swap hands? Or am I just losing my mind? No. It's the same hand, I think. Yeah. It's the same. That'd be a good way to mess with you, actually, if he just swaps hands about, like in Rocky 2, where he's fighting that guy and he's not boxing left-handed, and then he's meant to swap to boxing left-handed to confuse him, but then he doesn't because he has to win out of some sense of pride. That's me. Or him. That's this. Okay, acknowledge that we're in greed territory. 2-hit. Okay, one more. Do a sweepy sweep. Sweepy sweep. Okay, that's the end of King Vendors. As you can see, there is literally no consequence to doing that. Maybe if I go back in here, this guy's gonna be like, yo, you killed me, what's up with that? Also, the Dragon Riders were coming, so I'm perfectly happy to reset the game there. Not even bothered. Oi. Oi. Oh, you just punt me out of your memory, that's rude. I did try and kill him. You know, I think I threw the first stone there. So I think, other than DLC, that is us finished the... Well, other than the final boss, which is he recommends not doing before finishing the game, that is us. That would be us done. So it's, well, what are we on? Episode 34. And that is us. We've got the Throne Watcher and Defender, which is a single boss to do, and then the final boss, which is Nashandra, and that would be the end of the base game of Dark Souls 2. But we've got the DLC to do, and I don't know which order to do it in, nor do I know where it all is. So I think there was one in the Iron Keep. Let's go to that. What's that? Because remember, there's these big shrines. So there's the one at the Shrine of Winter. I think that's the one I'll do last. There's... I think it was after this boss. Or was it after the Rotten? I honestly can't remember. But let's go and have a look. But yeah, that's... We will do... I kind of want to wrap up the base game, even though he says not to. I don't think it matters, especially as we're only here to... Okay, it still hurts. Only here to show you that anyone can do this. I don't feel I'm doing a great job of that right now. Please. It's fine. And there's a bunch of stuff I've obviously missed as well, because I haven't got 10 Estus flasks. So I've missed shards. I haven't got Estus flask plus 5, so I've missed bone dust. But it's still kind of fine. I might do, if we're going to do the DLC, which we are, but if we're going to do that now, which we're not, realistically, I should just go and do Nashandra. I should just show you what that's like. Yeah. Check out the memory on me. So there's one here, there's the Shrine of Winter, and there's another one. Let's see where this takes us, because I think it takes us to... Well, it makes sense to take us to the Iron Keep place. Actually, looking at the details here, I think this is the poisony one. Which I think was the first DLC release, so is maybe the one you should do first? I don't know. This... Right. Well, I might as well open this door. I see. Maybe I have to beat the game to play it then? I don't know, where are we at? 16 minutes. Right, let's go and... Let's give it the old college try, shall we? So, equipment. Don't care about souls anymore, although I've got quite a lot. So... King's Ring, just open the door, because it's a pain to take it on and off. And there's some really good rings that I know I've missed as well. Like, there's one that gives you a boost to all your stats that I've just neglected. There's a lot of bonfires I've missed. You know, there's a whole bunch of stuff. But we're not here for a 100% run. At this point, honestly, give me that health. Let's pop all soul packets. Again, I think I'm fine to do this, but I don't really want to. So I'll hang on to them for some foolish logic in the back of my brain. Last chance to live. Not got the souls for it. It's okay. Let it up. My experience of Nishandra was that she wasn't that bad. So I think I've got a... Oh, I don't have a curse bite ring. Dark defense, line defense. So I've neglected to find the curse bite ring this playthrough, which would be really helpful in this final boss battle, but of no matter. We will succeed anyway. It's not the right place. See, we've not been to here or there. This might be DLC, to be fair. I don't know. I haven't intentionally missed anything out. In fact, I've even done stuff like Grave of Saints that are just a waste of my time. Drangleic. We've missed 2 in Drangleic Castle. King's Gate, all the way. Let's go. Let's go. One of these came to life when I first came here. Odd. I'm hoping this one stays open because that is tediously slow. This is quite an annoying run back as well because it's fairly long. There's nothing here. And this first boss we're going to fight I think is quite poorly designed because we've talked about Dark Souls being a 1v1 game, that's easy mode. This has got 2 enemies, but they're not... Their moves aren't linked, they just kind of act semi-randomly, and there's always... I could always summon. Who have we got? No one? Ooh, Benhart. But let's not. This is the final boss. Well, this is the boss before the final boss. So they have to die kind of within 30 seconds of one another? Okay, his shield sucks. I'm gonna die, yeah. So it's a boss that only requires patience, which isn't exactly... I haven't exactly demonstrated my forte for patience in this game. And if this door isn't open, I'm going to be quite... Oh my goodness. Every time. I'm sure he did come to life that first time, but I can't be bothered dying to him. You can also fall off of here, of course, which is just the ultimate like waste of time and effort and just life force in general. It's kind of like a half pipe, so it kind of keeps you centered, but it's still just something you don't want to have happen. The DLCs for this game are pretty comprehensive and massive, to be honest, so I could imagine there being as many episodes to do the DLC as there's been to do the main game, so another 34. That feels like too many. Feels like a good time to attack. They've both just finished attacking, so they're on cooldown. Please, drink. I think I want him dead. If I have to pick one first, I think I want him dead. I don't know what happened there. Oh, you're a scrub. But you can pause it and look back, and so could I, but it seemed like I just stopped moving, all their attacks missed, but I couldn't move at all. The good news is that after this fight, you go straight into the boss fight. But when you come back, once you've beaten this first boss, you don't have to do it again. Which in Dark Souls 3 is a rule that kind of goes away. So there are times where you'll feel like there's a boss before the actual boss, and you'll beat it, and like, okay, at least that's done. And you come back, and they want you to do it again. Like, I think there's a 3-phase boss in Dark Souls 3, and it's just like, nah. I think it's in the DLC for Dark Souls 3, inside the painted world of Ariandel. Like, it's a big dude that's leaning over a cauldron, and he's like peeling his skin off and beating himself with a whip to do something with the world. Though, if you think the lore's confusing now, wait until you start talking about the paintings. But yeah, I think you beat him, and then like his daughter spawns, and you have to fight her, and she by herself is like a really difficult boss, and so is he. I'm just like, I don't have time for this. Well, I do have time for this. I've got nothing better to be doing, apart from, you know, working. But yeah, it's just a very... It seems very, very punishing. And I recognise this is a difficult game. I think Dark Souls 3 is more difficult. So you don't do a lot of stamina damage, do you, mister? Please lock onto the other one, thank you. Yep. I have my shield up. Mistakes were made. That's the stuff. That's not the stuff. That was temporarily the stuff, and then... Oh good, lightning imbued weapons. So you can do chip damage. Maybe it's only a temporary thing. He lost his shield. Is that? Oh, okay. So he gets weaker and she gets stronger. That's exciting. I don't like multiple enemy boss fights. Yeah, give me a dragon. And just leave this door open. Like, just give me a doorstop. While I'm here, just... Okay, so he does come to life. I wasn't going to use that health for anything anyway. Just talk amongst yourselves while this is stupid, this piece of design. What about you? Did you come to life? No. This guy. Like, why have this do this every single time? When there's two bosses down here, and why make this run so long? Bosses, therefore try right. How much lightning resistance does this shield have? Not a lot. Terrible. Well, because it would be good if I could just go once he's lost his shield. If I can just, because she's got a lot less health than him. If he loses his shield, he can kill her and then just go absolutely buck wild on him. But if they don't die within within 30 seconds of one another, he will pick her up, and I think she gets. I don't think it's full health, but maybe they both come back to half health. And it's very annoying. Can we talk about the complete lack of a cooldown there, please? So I don't want to hit her. But I will. Okay, come at me, you smelly man. Okay, good. They're both dead. So now... With 3 Estus flasks. This happens.
Brave undead, you have proven yourself to me.
I don't remember her looking like this when we saw her on the throne. So she does beams, she does the scythe, she does little floaty things that curse you. I think she does like an AoE explosion.
Be one with the dawn.
Oof. Is that a beam? No, that's the little cursey things. I'm just gonna have to accept that I'm gonna get cursed multiple times. Cool. But I only had 3 Estus flasks. That was a losing battle from the start. The cursing's really annoying. Because curses persist through death. So every time we die, use one of these bad boys. So we've got 31 attempts essentially remaining. I'm almost, what are we at, 3250. We'll give this a couple of goes, because if we manage to end this here, it'd be really good, because the next episode being just, killing Nishandra in 10 minutes would not be particularly satisfying for anyone. And if we finish this here, then we can go into the DLC. Even ignoring what Vendrick said, that's just flavor text. Yeah, straight up my skirt. But it looked like her scythe didn't chip through my shield, which scythes often do, so that's refreshing. Let's not forget I've got fireballs as well. Only 3 of them. But if she's, if I'm out of melee range and she's doing a 3-hit combo, there's no reason not to chuck a fireball in there. Why is it so long? I think it's meant to be the kiln of the first flame, which is the area you fight the boss in Dark Souls 1. A lovely lad by the name of Gwyn. We've already seen this. Is she harder if you... Or is this the same spiel? Yeah, you said this already. Okay, let's back up and take stock. Don't do that. Don't do that. Whoa, so being cursed damages our health as well. I thought it just... I thought it just damaged our maximum health, I'll be honest. Just do it again. You horrible woman. And that'll do it. Whew. So that just proves you can entirely neglect. Well, I think I killed 2.
Many monarchs have come and gone.
Where you at, Aldire?
One drowned in poison, another succumbed to flame.
So there's a poison DLC, a flame DLC, and an ice DLC.
Not one of them stood here. As you do. You, conqueror of adversities. It was your answer.
What? What? This is just... I didn't ask for this. 45. Okay, so you're fully resistant to fire. Is that going to shoot at me in a beam? What's that going to do? Is that going to explode? Yeah, I'm annoyed. It used to be you killed Nashanda and the game ended, but now you have to kill Aldaya as well? Nah. So, okay. That concludes the base game of Dark Souls 2. That is vanilla Dark Souls 2 finished. All the nonsense with Aldir is that's Skull of the First Sin stuff. So we're going to come back to that. Because we've beaten Nashanda, which is what I want to do. So now we're going to go and do the DLCs. I'm gonna be a scrub and I'm gonna look at what to do them in. Because I'm kind of afraid of all of them actually, because it's new content and DLC is always harder. Like this whole game you've seen me complete, I've already completed. I've never done the DLCs, so we're into properly uncharted territory. But that will be next time. So if you like this video, if you like this series, if you like anything at all about everything that's gone before this video, hit that like button and leave a comment down below saying what you liked. And, you know, suggestions for the DLC. If you have any, if you're watching this and you know something I don't, please leave a comment. If you didn't like this video, you didn't like this series, hit that dislike button, leave a comment down below saying what you didn't like about it or what I can do differently in a new series. And actually, suggestions for a new series. I have a few ideas, but if something you want to see, I can always play it. I make new content every single day, so if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. This has been Strawman Gaming, I've been your Strawman, and I will see you tomorrow.